Alright, let's try this again. And hopefully this time I don't melt my entire power grid. That would be nice. I don't need to tempt fate with this house anymore. So I found the level entrance. Yeah, so if you weren't there last time when it suddenly cut out, yeah, it turns out one of the two power lines for my house melted and caused half my house to lose power. So that was great. Yeah, just city power line casually melting because the wiring in this house is not built to sustain modern electrical loads. It's a good time. So I will... I'm only gonna have one of my lights going, like my set lights, I guess if you could call them. And that AC is not going to be running if I can help it. At least not until I'm in a new place that isn't like 40 years old. Once I hit that point, then I'll figure out what I can do. But I should be starting a new job pretty soon. My pay's gonna go up by like $5 an hour. Yeah, should be able to get a better place than this. The house I'm renting right now, my mother's the owner, so I've been renting from her.
You will need to collect 3 keys to open the door.
But the rent is going up. Which, I mean, the rent going up is fine. Like, living anywhere else, it's only like maybe like $100 to $200 cheaper than it is to stay here. It's just that this place has so many problems on top of that. Plus, I'm in like my city's ghetto area, so it's not worth it when I can get either the same price or like $100 cheaper on 1-bedroom apartments to live in much nicer areas. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But that's not going to be for a while, so I'll be in this house for probably like another month or two. Give or take a couple. And then I'll move out, hopefully by, I don't know, like start of 2024. That's kind of my projection right now. I'm not great at making plans. YouTube recommended you to stream. Hey, that means something. That means I'm going up in the world. Me and my fucking 50 subs. Let's go. Hey, maybe I've hit like Z-list. Actually, wait, hang on. Now I think about it. That's an out there recommendation. Like, hey, watch this blonde prick stream this game that's like almost 20 years old and no one likes. You'll like that. You know, I always forget Rouge has this really weird quirk in this game, where if you jump as soon as she lands, or never mind, it's not even as... Look up a lot of Sonic content. You know, that would do it. But welcome. How's your day going? I am praying to God that this game is cursed for me now. I mean, like, more than it already was. But, like, last stream, one of my house's power lines melted while I was streaming this, and it knocked out power to, like, 50% of my house. So, like, I gotta... I'm praying that that doesn't happen again. I can deal with the game being jank. I can't handle my house also deciding it wants to break, just like the game. Alright. Alright, now where is that key? Where's this last key? Hey, you know what would have been great here? A radar. It's a shame they've never done treasure hunting levels and implemented radars to help you find the things you're looking for. Not even once. Never happened. Oh god. My power was out for a few days like a week ago. It was a huge struggle. Dude, I feel that. Like, I was stressed out. Because mine went out on the Friday of, like, the long weekend. So I was like, oh, fuck. What do I do now? And, like, if it was a normal power outage, I would have been fine. It's like, power goes out, you know, whatever. Like, it'll get an electrician out there. If it's nothing big, it's, you know, whatever. Like, the other half of my house has power. We're all good. But no, I found out it's because the wiring in this house is, like, 50 years old and is not designed for modern electrical loads. So the city power line, like, melted and caused an energy surge through the remaining line that nearly fried everything that was plugged in upstairs. Which, I mean, now that I learned that, I'm kind of glad that the only casualty was my air fryer. Because that could have been so much worse. Yeah, that's how my Labor Day weekend started. And now I'm looking at apartments, because, man, this house is a death trap. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the idea of moving out has been on my mind for a while. So, like, it's not like that's a new development where it's like, oh, this happened and now I need to look for a new property. No, it's like, this is like another nail in that coffin that tells me that, yeah, moving is probably the correct choice. So, where the hell do I go now? Ah, the mystical eagle dropped me. Okay, come on. There we go. And I had a friend who was watching me play this game a while ago, and she was like, I don't know what your beef with this game is, it looks fun. I was like, oh, lady, please. This only looks fun because I played this game for 10 years and have adapted to its crap factor. Oh my god. Also, these load times. Never found the hovercraft section hard, to be fair, to be honest. It's not hard. At least the one in Kingdom Valley isn't that weird. It's more so you can get caught by the towers that fall. And if that happens, yeah, you're kind of screwed. Because that destroys the hovercraft instantly. I mean, I also don't find, like, the need to rag on this game that much anymore, because, one, it's nearly 20 years old. Like, who cares, right? But also, like, the Project 06 by Chaos X, you know, the project that actively goes out to try and fix this game and make it what it should have been, it's actually very good. Am I going for 100%? Oh, no, I don't hate myself that much. I am of the mindset that I, as whatever I am, streamer, content creator, dickhead on the internet who tortures people with this, I'm not that entertaining to go for 100%. Besides, there's also other projects I want to do when this is done. Like Cyberpunk, because Phantom Liberty is coming out, and I am excited. You know, there's Starfield, there's Cyberpunk, there's everything in October. I'm gonna be a busy boy. Don't forget the Ace Combat stream. Oh, you know what? Whiskey's right. I do gotta do Ace Combat still. You know what, Whiskey? I will make you a deal. When I'm set up in the new apartment, because I am gonna be actively looking, and I am gonna be starting a new job that'll give me a pretty nice pay bump. I will look into investing into a flight stick, and then we can do Ace Combat. I also made a bet. If I hit 100 subs, I have to do Shadow the Hedgehog. Because playing bad Sonic games seems to be a thing that I enjoy torturing myself with. Still haven't played Cyberpunk? I would actually... It's Ace Combat, not Ace Combat. Shut the fuck up. I can see the Steam listing. You're not gonna gaslight me into this one. It's not gonna happen. But no, let's say green-eyed gaming. I appreciate the spelling there. If you haven't played Cyberpunk yet, I would actually recommend it. Phantom Liberty updates coming. They're reworking the game. A lot of the issues have been fixed. My light turned to red for some reason. Oh, Cyberpunk is great.
Yes.
That was a 9-minute stage. Holy shit. Probably still got an S rank.
Perfect.
I put the gay in gaming. Hey man, I respect it. I respect the fuck out of that. Now, if I'm lucky, stage is really easy to S rank. To be fair, it is Shadow's second stage, so I wouldn't be surprised. Only person who puts the gay in gaming is Greg. My lawyer has advised me not to laugh at that joke, Whiskey.
The former king of Soliana used to reside in this castle, but a major accident occurred 10 years ago.
Rouge
And no
voice
one's
actress
lived there
sounds like she
since.
is bored.
Accident.
I heard a prototype energy
Like she's
engine
4 drinks in the sound booth, and they're
I
just
think
like,
the
all right,
number
read the
plan
lines.
was-
However it comes out is what we're doing. Why'd they give Rouge honkers? Look, man, it's like I said in the first stream. For a children's game, Rouge should not be built like a Coke bottle.
It's been a while, my dear Rouge. And of course, Shadow. Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand back the Scepter of Darkness you took from me.
Alright. Thoughts on the game's story? It feels like there was ambition here. But they didn't really know. But just like everything else in the game. Oh, fuck, she got decked. Much like everything else in this game, the time constraints was just too much. And it falls apart the more you think about it. Also, I might get flamed for this. Does anyone else think that this version of Eggman kind of looks like a fat Andrew Tate? If he took up a life of pseudo-crime instead of just market crime?
It's no use. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back.
Like, that's not Jim Carrey. What? Yeah, right. Mo Jim Shades. That's I like that description. Jim Carrey should be Eggman and everything.
What? His shadow.
So I I like to sum up this part of the game as the scepter breaks and the shadow freed from it takes Shadow's shadow to become a shadow of Shadow.
I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is the main villain of the game, and Sonic never encounters him
Who
once.
are you? And how do you know my name?
This is the main antagonist of the whole game. Sonic doesn't even hear his fucking name. Like, this game is...
What? Did you forget me?
Why are we in Pakistan? Dude, I don't know.
I owe
Also,
much to you,
this guy has no mouth.
Oh yes. What you gave to me, I now return to you.
The main villain of this game is one of the alternate skins in the Shadow the Hedgehog multiplayer mode. I have no mouth, but I must be annoying. Dude, sounds like me every day of my life. It's like, I have social anxieties, but I want to make a terrible joke. Oh yeah, for all the uninitiated, that guy's name is Mephiles.
What is this place?
Yes,
It seems we've been
his name
teleported
is
to another
Mephiles.
location.
Could have been any
let's
subtler
find out
there,
where we
Sega.
are.
You might as well have just called him Mephistopheles.
Mephiles. Who is he?
Also, game going black and white for no reason. I believe, unless it comes later, there's supposed to be a line where Shadow
I'm
says
in.
that
I've
the
pinpointed our
power he uses
location.
feels similar to his own chaos control energy. But
No.
why did it go
that's
black
not
and white?
possible.
Dude, I don't
We're
know.
still in the doctor's
Dramatic
base.
effect.
But how can that be? Wait, there's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are.
Also, I want you guys to pay attention to Shadow's line of sight, like where his eyes go in this cutscene. Cause like,
It appears we've gone through time, doesn't it?
your capture card could have a stroke to be more entertaining than this. Yeah, right.
Approximately 200 years.
Yeah, again,
Maybe more,
watch where Shadow's
depending on
eyes are
when this
looking.
database was last updated.
Like, I think I know why he joined Gun.
Well, at least we know we've arrived in the future.
It's like,
That means
you guys
this
didn't want to
Mephiles
tilt his
character
head
has
a little
the power to
further up.
control time.
Dude is staring
His power
straight
is
at
very
them.
Similar to my own chaos control,
Oh, there it is.
but
Like, I've always heard that, like, yeah, why did Shadow join Gun? That company made his life a living hell. Look at that scene, I can probably think of 2 reasons why he joined. Also, there's Sonic. So that kind of confirms that Shadow's story starts in the middle of Sonic's.
Where are we?
Unless they just take a long-ass break between the first and second stage.
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
Shadow can pretend he's not into Rouge, but Sega said otherwise. Yeah, right. It's like, you guys didn't want to, like, maybe tilt his head a little further up in that scene? Like, bro does not see her head at all.
this is a distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future?
Shadow's also wondering why
Then
Sega
that
gave her
means Eggman's
honkers.
machine can control time.
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this
Had this win
requires
Family
a
Game of the
lot
Year?
energy.
No, Whiskey. This game did not win Family Game of the Year. The game that came before
I
this
see.
won
Only
Family
using
Game of the
your
Year.
chaos control will...
For context,
Yes,
the one
but that
before
alone
this
is
was
insufficient.
Shadow the Hedgehog. You know, the one where
Okay.
Shadow has a
It looks
fucking
like we need to
bazooka
work
on the
together.
title screen. Oh god, Sonic 206. Oh yeah, man, I know. I know. But I said if I ever hit 50 subs, I would do it. We're currently at 53. And I'm doubling down on the wager. Get me to 100, I'll do Shadow the Hedgehog. Because I... oh god, the controller died! The controller died! No! My controller died, shit! Dude, the cutscene was so long and boring, my controller died. Alright, fuck this buggy. That's hilarious. The cutscene went on for so long, my controller just shut off. That's great. Oh, never change, 06. Never change. Except, yes, please do change. I wish there was a way that we could take every copy of 06 and just swap all the code with the Project 06 version by Chaos X. Because that version's actually really good. Yes, he has air shoes, as Sonic Prime says. Sonic 06 is fucking trash. I know, man. I know. But I'm at the point where I can play this game and make it look somewhat decent. Yoink. But you know what? I'll give this game one thing. Just like almost every other Sonic game in existence, this game has really good music. Wow, what a badass. Oh, trust me, that's not a badass flex. That's more like a cry for help. Like, I need so much therapy for this fucking game. Also, Shadow knows karate. If you mash X after his homing attack, he does a bunch of flip kicks. He also has specific powers to him, like his Chaos Spear. Normally it just stuns enemies, so it's not actually that useful. You're being a badass right now playing Sonic 06? I think... I don't know if badass is the right word. I feel like the term is mentally unstable. Oh, God. No, Shadow! I forgot that switching rails with Shadow is actually really difficult. There we go. Ooh. His homing attack has greater range than Sonic's, so it's a much easier chance of just flinging himself off the end. But I mean, at least it's better than what Silver gets in this game. The poor little fucks. I hate how this game forces you to kill enemies all the time. Yeah. It doesn't help that the best Sonic gets is his bounce bracelet, and Shadow just gets like some kung fu kicks to deal with guys, but still takes forever to drain health bars. I'm gonna say a hot take here. I actually wouldn't have minded seeing the gunplay from Shadow come back. Also, here's my chance to show off Shadow's first Chaos powers. He gets Chaos Snap. If you hold X, it just causes him to instantly warp to the next enemy in a homing attack chain. It's not entirely useful. Oh god, it can also lead to situations like that. there's that bigger homing attack range I was talking about. It'll make him stand out more from Sonic? Oh, for sure. God. Oh, jeez. Okay. Although I feel like Shadow's homing attack is surprisingly more unreliable, because that greater range means I end up locking onto things I don't intend to. But if there's anything from this game that depresses me, it's Shadow's Chaos Blast power. Because it is just a whole bunch of nothing. Like, his Chaos Blast has a range of like 2 feet in this game. And I know Silver probably has like the worst start in this game, but I honestly think he's probably the best by the end, considering he can just stun entire groups and instantly kill them. That being said, the lead up to that point just sucks. At that point, you gotta rely on boxes and pimp slapping people. That being said, I'll praise Shadow for this. He doesn't have to do all the platforming in this flaming tornado. Instead, in the derelict future, he pulls out a fucking hang glider. Where was he hiding this? Probably the same place they hide all the Chaos Emeralds in this series. Right up his Shadow ass. Oh, how'd I miss that life? You know, 06, I don't need it. I already have 10 lives. I'm good. And that's it. Man, there's sections in this game that go on for like 30 seconds. Oh, man. I'm really not trying to push Fate right now. Which is why, you know, usually I have the AC on in this room because it gets hot. But, like, one of my city power lines melted recently. So, like, you know, I don't need a repeat of that. You know, I don't need to knock out 50% of my house's power again. That's fine. That's what moving house is for. It's been on the docket for a while, but this is like the final straw. I'm like, you know what? The joke has always been this house. Like how the 2 loading screens are longer than the actual hang gliding segment. Yeah, right. Dude, like, I said it, like, it took me, I think, 4 hours, roughly. Like, 3 to 4 hours to finish Sonic's story. I feel like a solid 10 minutes of that was just loading screens. It's like, you could legitimately beat some stages from the older Sonic games, like Chemical Plant, for example, in the time it takes this game to load. Also, if Chaos Snap is disorienting for you, it is for me too. Where did I end up? How did I get up there? I don't even care. I don't have a rail switching animation. Just get me through here.
How big is this fire?
Very, very Shadow. That is a fire tornado. That is not something we're gonna take on. Also, Chaos Snap doesn't work for me most of the time. It's weird. You have to hold the button. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work. Kind of like everything else in this game. You gotta sign a contract just to get the Chaos Snap power to work. Yeah, like right there, you can see I kind of just snap into the same spot I already was. And then times like there, I snap everywhere except for where I intended to go. Also, yeah, that death in the middle of the stage really cost me that S rank. That's whatever. I'll have more than enough money for Shadow's upgrades, because I think he only gets... I have, like, the air shoes for the Lightspeed Dash, and the upgrade for his Chaos Snap. I think he only gets 2 other ones. He gets the one that powers up his Chaos Spear to actually do damage. And then he gets the one that uses Chaos Blast. And that's it.
Ah, my precious Chaos Emerald. You are also beautiful.
Also, I know that power meter looked like it lasts forever. But the higher, you know, I guess Chaos level you go, the faster it drains.
Omega? What's he doing here?
Which, you know, as opposed to Sonic, where his meter just isn't coded properly, so it never drains.
It seems he's in standby mode.
Which is
What
weird,
could possibly
because
happen
of...
to create this future?
Because of every character in the game, all their power meters work as intended,
Yes,
except for
this is
Sonic's.
Understood.
But
I'll be there
only
in a
with
minute.
his gem powers. When he has a
It
lease,
looks like
and he's
Sonic
using,
and
like,
his
the
friends have
shield
found
technique,
something, too.
then the meter drains as it's supposed
It's not like
to.
we can do anything for him now.
But for the actual gem abilities, nah,
Yeah.
infinite power. Yeah. Whiskey made the joke once that the playtesting for this game must have just been making sure that it turns on. I find
You
the
guys
stun
are
move you get
so
from default more
slow.
useful than the chaos
Look.
powers. I honestly never use
Chaos
like
Emerald.
the stunning chaos
You
spear.
already found one.
Because if
Well,
I'm close
may
enough
not
where I
look
can
it,
stun them
but
with
I'm
the
a
spear,
real
I might as
treasure
well just
hunter.
homing attack.
Unlike a certain echidna.
Am I going to be
know.
streaming Starfield this week?
What?
Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
received
know
a
what?
signal indicating there's a
I
Chaos
probably
Emerald here,
will.
but
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like
I'm
it,
going
you
to
can
do
stay
my
here.
best to
You've
finish
got
this.
To be kidding.
Don't be late.
And
Same
then,
to you.
If I have time, I'll start Starfield. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna need to balance Starfield and Cyberpunk. So that's gonna be fun. It's useful for the dick-shaped worms. No, fair enough. To answer your question, Whiskey, no, I have never played Pikmin. I have seen it. I respect the series, because I think for what it is, I think it looks pretty fun. But it's never been a game that has... What's the way I put this? It's never been a game that has demanded my attention, if that makes sense.
The course's energy is out of
I
control.
may stream Skyrim sometime soon. It's such a cozy fall vibes game. Hey, you know what? If I got the time, I'll definitely watch that.
I can't fall off here.
Gotta support your friends when they want to try streaming. Also, these meteors have it fucking out for me. What the hell?
Looks like I can reach that monster.
All right. Forgot. I don't get the. Oh Jesus. All right, I am. Oh God, I'm there now. Woo! Reason number 3 why Chaos Snap is a very scary power for me to try and use. It's because I keep getting fucking disoriented. It's like half the time it just doesn't work, the other half the time I have no idea where it puts me. The opening to Pikmin 2 is so funny because you spend the first game repairing your spaceship, then you get back to home, and your ship just gets repossessed. Yeah, you spent too long getting home. You missed too many of the payments, man. That's how it goes. Okay, there we go. Can I snap onto this one up? Yes, I can. Yeah, you go, Shadow. You slowly traverse that air. Yeah, momentum, what is it? Oh, there we go. Now the snap works. Will it reach? Oh my god, it did! Oh shit. God damn you, Shadow! Why do you sometimes just hover in the air after a Chaos Snap and then other times don't? Oh! Oh! I didn't think that was gonna work. I thought I was gonna die there. You know what, Chaos Snap? I forgive you now. Oh, you're not a fan of Flame Core Green-Eyed Gaming? I can't blame you. This level is kind of a pain. Oh. Oh. So, your boss assumes you're dead, sells your car for the payout, and then when you show up alive, he's like, well, that sucks, buddy. Hope you're good. Also, you may have picked up on it. This wall run section specifically. Yeah, sometimes I just seem to stop in midair. But as I was saying, you may have picked up on the fact that Shadow's like kung fu kicks seem to have a lot more range than one would think. You can hit enemies that are like a solid 5 feet away from you with those things. And then other times you can be literally right in their goddamn sniff hole and nothing happens. This game's great. Oh, Shadow's tripping on there. Alright, Chaos Snap, please work. Hitting enemies from far away does more damage? I don't think so. I think it's just that his punches are coded absolutely bonkers. So the hitbox extends outside of Shadow's actual, like, attack range. That's what I think is happening. But I can't be sure. And I'm dead. The dick worm got me from underneath. That's how it that's how it always goes. Yeah. Oh, that's why I flew off. In Sonic's version of this level, there's a spring there. In Shadow's, you have to use birds and homing attack your way up. Alright, game, I see you. As you saw right there, I was nowhere near that goddamn worm, and I still hit it. Ah, this game. Mwah! Quality. Come on, Shadow. Need more energy for that chaos snap. Good to know that my punches and kicks didn't extend their range that time. Oh, there we go. Bow before me, the ultimate life form. I like how you can skip most of the platform by just homing attacking the birds. Hey man, if it skips me having to play more of the game, I'm not gonna complain. Wow, that was an instance of Chaos Snap actually working as intended. Honestly, I'm amazed. Alright, and the game follows it up by making me miss an automated spring. Cool. Come here, you. Oh, god damn it. I always forget, if you try and snap and there's nothing in range, Shadow just stops in midair. Like that!
No.
Oh, sweet Jesus. If it was ever a question why Chaos Snap terrifies me in most of these levels, that is why. Because sometimes it works great. Sometimes it just fucks me. Go, go, go! Oh my god. Amazing enemy placement. Yeah, right. I love the fact that the ability that should allow me to warp through that chain makes it so that I can't do anything when I hit the end of it. Because I just stop dead in my tracks. So Shadow can't just homing attack the wall and instantly start running on it like Sonic can. I see. Okay. Why they assume the Chaos Emerald is in a fucking volcano? You know what? I like to assume that Sonic characters have built-in dragon radars from Dragon Ball Z, but for Chaos Emeralds. So they can just sense that shit. In all seriousness, no, I think Tails mentioned that he picked up a Chaos reading. But I like my explanation better. I'll also throw out this olive branch. If I get requested to do it, I might do a showcase on the Project 06 fan remake of this game. This actually makes it turn out really good. Silver especially. Silver's kind of overpowered in the 06, like Project 06 version. Where am I going? Did it? Also, can we just appreciate, this happens with both Sonic and Shadow, for some reason. But why did, when they're kicking off the walls, why do they sometimes have an animation that plays, and why do they sometimes go into a T-pose? Like, it's really weird. It's like it's coded half correctly, but then the other parts are just missing. Oh, this is great. Hey, guys like Rouge only being able to throw bombs? You know, what about all their kung fu kicks from Sonic Adventure 2? Nah, bombs. It's the same thing with Knuckles. All he has is he has a basic 3-hit combo. This is indeed the PS3 version. It's the version I've owned since I was young, and I really didn't want to shell out like $56 for the Xbox 360 version just for this. How? You were already on the other side of the door! Whatever. I'm over it. I'm done questioning the game. I like how Shadow does that really big, like, passionate scream, and the subtitle is "Eh! Eh!"
Guess that was all right.
And I am not doing super hot in these levels. Chaos Snap is screwing me over real bad. I should honestly just not use it. Because, like, goddamn. That is, what, his third stage? I forget what happened. Oh, right, the boss fight.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
Oh, it's Iblis.
What's this?
Again. You guys like repeat boss fights? Because I sure do. Fucking Sonic Adventure all over again. This boss is terrible. I think that can be said for most boss fights in this game. Also, I like how the game has to load the cutscene before the boss, load that introduction cutscene to the boss, and then load the actual boss fight.
I'll take care of this.
This one is pretty bad, which is why we're not going to fight him legitimately.
I can't do anything from here. I need to find some way to draw him in.
This is how everyone should fight this boss. There we go. Still got him. Thank you, Extended Kicks. Hey, and those platforms are still there. Might as well make advantage of that. Also, why is there a random spring here? I know I'm probably questioning too much in video game logic, especially with a Sonic game. But, like, come on. Just short. Oh, he's not even waiting for me this time.
You're not as tough as you look.
Just, dude's privy. He's not even waiting for me to hit the glowing balls before he jumps. Now, for this one, I actually need to get up into the center platform. I wasn't able to do it with Sonic. I thought maybe Shadow's further homing attack would let me get to the center platform. But no, I guess I actually have to wait on the platforms for that one. Oh well.
I can't do anything from here. I need to find some way to draw him in.
Oh well. At least the fight doesn't take that long if you just do the, do the walk on lava strat. Also, does this game really have to launch me so high after I hit him? Like, could it not just set me back down? I only need one ring, Solaris. Alright. I've learned you can basically just wombo the first part of this fight. That last part, you gotta wait for the platforms. As unfortunate as it is, game doesn't let me completely cheat this boss fight.
You're not as tough as you look.
So how's everyone's day? How's everyone doing? How's everyone been enjoying their long Labor Day weekends? Music is too good for this game? Oh, 100%. Like, music in Sonic games are always good, regardless of whether or not the actual game holds that quality. Doing just fine? Glad to hear it, man. And you know what? If anything, I am glad that you are choosing to spend your free time. You could be doing anything, but you're spending your free time hanging out with me here, and I really appreciate that. I always enjoy when I get new people coming in to hang out. It's always a good feeling.
He's dazed.
Get him. I think I contracted an illness from the Toronto airport, so I'm feeling kind of shit. It's not COVID according to the rapid test, though, so that's good at least. Hey, well. I mean, there is that. I hope you feel better. Thank the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the algorithm screws me over sometimes. It helps me out other times. You know, it's another system.
Perfect.
How's my day? Well, all the power in my house works for the first time since Friday. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. It's a solid turn-up. Might be starting a new job soon. Get to be making 20 an hour. Could work my way up to 28. I'm feeling good. Things are looking up for me. Well, what's up with your power in your house? Alright, so what happened was there's two power lines, like, from the actual, like, city, like, poles, right, that go to my house.
Chaos.
Now, the wiring in my house, well, it's not actually my house. It's my mother's house, and I'm renting it from her. And the wiring is like 50 years old, so it's not like built to handle the stresses of modern day electrical loads. So what ended up happening was the city power line connecting to my house, one of them fucking melted. Like completely melted together and nearly started an electrical fire. So like half the power in my house was completely cut out. And then because now all of my house's power demands were shooting through the other power line, it caused a voltage spike that had the potential to fry everything that was plugged into a wall. And in that case, I ended up getting lucky that the only thing that actually ended up getting fried by it was my air fryer.
Shadow? And he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald anymore.
Agent Rouge, report your status immediately.
So, it's one of those cases where it's like, I was thinking of moving out for a while.
I'll provide a full report.
Because,
shortly.
like, again, this house is kind of a
Right
nightmare
now,
at times.
I have a priority situation
And, you
I
know,
need to contact
the mix of
D123
being able
Omega
to start this new
immediately.
job and this power line melting stuff was kind of like the final straw where I was like, I do not live in a nice enough area of the city to be dealing with this kind of stuff happening in my house. Like, let me move into a one-bedroom apartment in, like near the university area of our city. Because, like, it's either the same price or $100 cheaper. And rental market is bad. It is. But, like, you gotta think of, like, it's not any cheaper to stay here. Plus, I'm in, like, the hood area of my city right now. So, like, I constantly wake up. How much am I paying my mom right now? It's $800 a month without any utilities included. So I think altogether it would round out to like $1,200 to $1,300. Like when everything's added up. Because like gas, electric, water, internet, the security system, like on top of the mortgage. Like I said, it's either the same price or like $100 cheaper to just go live in like a one-bedroom apartment in the Sask University area. And it's a much nicer neighborhood, you know, where I won't need to hear gunshots going off at like 4 a.m. and people screaming bloody murder. Yeah, and it's like, here's the thing. I don't have a problem paying my mother, like, whatever the house is worth. Like, that's something I want to make clear. It's not like, oh, the rent went up and now I'm gonna get out. Because I told her, and she mentioned, like, it's ironic that, like, the second it goes up to what it is now, that I'm looking to move out. And I know it definitely looks that way. It's just a very unfortunate case of circumstances where that happened, this electrical thing happened, and it's kind of just like the final straw where in the 4 years I've lived here, there's been way more problems than I think are worth dealing with given the area the house is in. Yeah. And I mean, like, I get like, I've thought of the argument of, like, oh, it's a whole house compared to a one-bedroom apartment. And then, you know, I remember, like, I am a single person. Like, I live by myself, and I have a cat. Realistically, I do not need this much space. Oh, look at that slowdown. We're in bullet time. Yeah, like, someone in my D&D group as a... I mentioned it at a D&D session, and, like, they sent me a couple listings where it's, like... One was a basement suite, one was a one-bedroom apartment. They're both in, like, the university area, which is a pretty nice area of the city, and isn't too far from anything. And they were usually, like... The ones she sent were, like... $1,000 a month. But that included, like, gas and water. So I would just need to worry about internet and electric on top of that. So, like, an extra 180 to, like, 280 bucks. You can see why I'm kind of leaning in that direction. The slowdown makes it more cinematic, right? We should just put this game at 24 FPS for that true cinematic feel.
This is a charming little place.
Also, again, I said it once.
Hi.
I've said it multiple
Long
times.
time no
Why
see.
is Rouge built like a Coke bottle?
Rouge the Bat.
This girl got boobs and thighs bigger than my aspirations in life.
Situation understood. What would you like me to do?
Take
Yeah,
this and
that's
deliver it to
definitely a
Shadow.
part of it too. Like, listings always kind of come down to luck. But again, like, when I start this new job, me and my grandpa, we're gonna, like, plan a date for us to just go look at apartments.
System reactivation countdown.
So, you know,
initiated.
I can see the places and be like, yeah, this is where I
Backup
want to
power
be.
source. Spare
And
magazine
my grandpa's
stored.
there because he's a hard ass and he can make sure I don't get screwed over with anything.
Changed. New mission, Shadow support. External access no longer permitted. Confirmed.
I'm counting on you.
Also, this is how Omega ended up in the future in standby mode. Rouge gives him a Chaos Emerald to give to Shadow in the future, and then he goes off and goes into standby mode. Until, you know, the specific date when he's supposed to help Shadow. Time travel is bullshit. Sonic Team was trying to appeal to a very specific group of people when they were designing Rouge.
Why are you here?
That's true, man. Like, have you seen her Sonic Heroes design?
The answer is yes.
Like, good God.
And no. Perhaps it's better to show.
I like her design in Sonic Prime, though. That one's not bad. Also,
Yes,
this is the
that's
part
you.
of the story where we learn that Shadow is the Sonic version of
After the
Jesus
world
Christ.
devastated
He died for our
the
sins.
What do you think happened? A search for the guilty.
I actually really like Mephiles'
Who did
theme,
this,
despite the
you
fact
may
I think he's a
ask?
total nothing character.
Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power. They feared it. They used this incident as an excuse to hunt you down. Come with me, Shadow. Let us punish this foolish world of humanity. It's only fair to give back.
You
what
think
was
Sonic Team
intended
was
for
watching
you.
Star Wars when they were writing this part? Because this is
Right
definitely
to want
the Palpatine
justice.
trying to tempt Anakin to the dark side
That's absurd.
type nonsense.
Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it alone.
But Shadow doesn't fall for it because
You
he's clearly been
forgive
down this
humanity
path
this
already
folly
and it
then?
didn't work out.
I determine my own destiny.
I also think this is when Mephiles' form changes. Yeah, there you go. Now he's made out of crystals. Oh my god.
Such foolishness. Very well. Let's see if you can entertain me.
Oh shit, he brought an army. I am not prepared for this. Actually, isn't this like the halfway point of Shadow's story?
Don't bother to try and deceive me.
Oh yeah, by the way, he's your Shadow now. So what you need to do in this fight is you need to take out enough of his little spawns so that you can initiate your Chaos powers, which brings Mephiles out of the floor. This boss is literally just mashing the homing attacks. Yeah, it is. Boss fights are not this game's strong suit. Then again, I don't think anything in this is this game's strong suit.
It doesn't matter how many of them you defeat me.
Okay, that works better. Yeah, normally when they swarm on you, the kicks you do after a homing attack are supposed to kill them, but it's not doing it, so I'm just gonna sit here and do that. And that's the boss fight. That, I think that's supposed to last longer than usual. I don't think he's supposed to go down that fast.
Omega.
Yeah, by the way, Omega has a minigun.
It's designated time.
Now it's time to mash the shoot button. Aw, hell yeah. Nah, I don't even bother using Omega's shoot actions, like, at all. I just jump and let him do his fucking rocket punches. And that's the only thing I need Omega for. Get shit on, Mephiles.
You're just a nuisance, robot.
Dead. Oh, these boss fights, they're just primo quality. Ugh, this game makes me sick. Oh my god, we're like an hour and 9 minutes in. I feel like a good 5 minutes of it's just these load screens.
Perfect mission.
You know, odd quirk I've only now thought of. Every character has a victory animation, but Knuckles never finishes a stage, so you never see his. Huh. What the fuck, Sega? Why'd you even bother programming him a victory animation if he was never gonna use it? Yeah, we shot him! And I'm thinking back, and it's wild to think that like the 2 series on my channel that have gotten me the most traction, like, for this channel, have been Fallout 3 and fucking Sonic 06. That is an odd combo. I'm getting Bethesda fans and Sonic fans. Oh god. That's quite the combination. Alright, we made it back to present day.
Nicholas is no longer here. I will assist in pursuing him.
Alright, is the game gonna let me buy another one of Shadow's upgrades? Because he only gets 4 upgrades throughout the entire game. Which, I mean, I guess is better than Silver, who gets, like, 2? 2 or 3, if I'm remembering correctly. He doesn't get a lightspeed dash, I know that much. Yeah,
Shadow, we've lost contact with Agent Rouge. Head to the warehouse district immediately.
Aw, hell yeah. Let's go. I wonder. Aw, it's probably not gonna work. I know with Sonic, you can get on top of those metal boxes, and if you do a spin kick, it makes the box go straight up for some reason. Yo, what's up?
Hey.
This is a warehouse. If you don't have any business here, stay away. Fuck you. Disregard for authority. That is the true Shadow way.
Hi. It seems like Eggman's machine.
At least you don't have to grind the final stage to be able to afford
did you
all
do
their
this time?
upgrades. That is true.
Nothing. Their target is probably Mephiles.
What is
Granted, you can
Eggman
afford
up to?
most of Sonic's upgrades if you get S ranks throughout his
I'm
story.
gonna ask him directly.
Hey, wait a sec.
I can handle this alone. You keep track of Mephiles.
Although I know whenever I get to Sonic Unleashed, I'm gonna be
He
torn
finally shows
between
up again.
grinding to
And then he
max
leaves
out both the
before you say
Werehog
hello?
and Daytime Sonic,
Well,
and just
it
saying to
seems
hell
his
with
little
it.
trip hasn't changed him.
Which I failed to do, unfortunately. That's fair. I can usually
This is
get,
Rouge.
like,
GUNHQ?
most of the S ranks,
Yes.
but I also
Pull
don't
all
go after the
available
side
data on an
quests.
item called the Scepter of Darkness
So,
for me.
who knows? If you do those, you could probably make up the extra cash. Like, I think I had all except his... I didn't get the Sky Gem, the one that lets you, like, basically use a grappling hook, and I didn't get the... I don't know what... It's like the white one that lets you hold yourself in the air and then do a different type of homing attack. And by different type of homing attack, I mean the recovery animation is different.
The doctor's traveling by train? Shoot, I've got to get to the station.
Everything else I got. I always get the purple gem so that when I get to Aquatic Base, I can just jump over all the bottomless pits, since the purple gem shrinks you and gives you infinite jumps. Because why not? Like, why would I bother to play the game when I can break the game? This game cheats, so I cheat back. Well, actually, no, that's Mega Man X6. X6 cheats. This game doesn't know how to play. this is very off topic. Total hypothetical question. How would people feel if I did, like, Telltale's The Walking Dead at one point?
Barriers down.
You very much need to S-rank everything to try and avoid grinding. Yeah, for Sonic. That's definitely true. However, I assume you would do that for an achievement in the 360 version. Which, you know, the PS3 version doesn't have trophies, so I don't even worry about that. Ah, yeah, see. It's the same thing with the silver medals. It's like, yeah, you can grab them, and you get an achievement in the 360 version, but in the PS3 version, they don't do anything, because there's no trophies. So why would I bother?
This scale is fragile. I'd rather just walk across it.
I went for all the achievements. I respect that, honestly. Like, I do enjoy a good achievement hunt. I think right now on Steam I have all the achievements for Spider-Man, like the 2018 game, Miles Morales, and God, what's the name? Darksiders. I have all the achievements for Darksiders 1, and there's one other one I can't remember. I'll look it up later. You only get one achievement for collecting all the silver medals? Yeah, that sounds about right. This was like 2006 when Xbox 360 achievements were like, hey, here's like 6 things that are all a massive pain in the ass to do. As opposed to later, it's like, hey, here's like 60 achievements for things that are all like reasonable to do. Because I distinctly remember like Earth Defense Force 2017. That game has 6 achievements. And each of them are just for beating all 60 levels of the campaign on all 6 difficulties. Which is insane, because you need to grind like crazy if you want to be able to survive some of those later stages in higher difficulties.
It looks like that bike still runs. Press the triangle button to get on. I can jump over the area without my cargo.
Well, I am stuck. Alright, screw the bike. Going for the S-Rex actually makes the levels a bit more enjoyable. That's true. I think that goes for any game. I think whenever you are trying to do well, it makes the levels more entertaining.
Twice quickly use the R1 button to fire. I've got to watch how many moments I have remaining. You bet that those attacks are gonna keep me away.
Also, this segment holds my fucking contempt for having the bike randomly lose health for no goddamn reason. Like, I didn't hit anything and I've lost over half my health.
Stop. It's time to give up.
You're never going to catch me. Farewell.
Oh, right, I was supposed to blow up the train.
Catch up with the doctor's train ahead.
I always mix up this and Sonic's version where you just have to stay with the train. Oh god. Come on, Shadow, don't get stuck. Ugh. I'm trying to get every achievement in Spyro the Reignited trilogy. Ooh, nice. There's 105 achievements in that game for some reason. Well, probably because it's 3 games put together. Like, I know the oh, fuck. I know the Devil May Cry HD collection is similar, where it has, I think, almost 100 achievements. You get stuck there every time? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Alright, I just need my bike. Okay, what happened? Why did my bike spontaneously explode? God damn it.
You're never going to catch me.
I hate this this is my least favorite section of the entire game. Because that bike is so finicky. And it takes damage for no reason.
To get on. I can jump over the area without
You get absolutely nothing for collecting the silver medals in the PS3 version. That is correct. Not a goddamn thing.
Press the X button twice quickly.
Okay, why did my bike take damage there? There, Jesus. Shadow. Other way, buddy.
Guess that was all right.
Oh, bike taking damage for no reason, and Shadow doesn't even look at me on the results screen. Look, man, it's not my fault your bike is held together with sticky tack. Ugh. Man, I'm so glad that after this game is Unleashed. Because Unleashed is my favorite Sonic game in the series.
Wouldn't
It's
the door have
just a
been
shame we had to go
easier?
through this to get to it.
So, what do you want now?
Who is Mephiles? And why are you trying to capture him?
If you want to know, you should go find him yourself. But here's a hint. It's all linked to the Soliana disaster 10 years ago.
The Solaris Project.
I don't like that I can see Eggman's eyes.
Indeed.
You shouldn't be able to see his
When
eyes.
you capture Mephiles, you must bring him to me. Then I'll tell you the truth about Solaris.
I gotta wonder why, of all the directions they could have gone, why realistic Eggman?
I knew it. I knew you'd return. You had to.
You again. This time there will be
Aw, yeah, Pothead the Porcupine, let's go.
Iblis Trigger must die.
Getting every achievement in Unleashed was actually really fun. I can imagine, like, Unleashed, like, again, it may not have trophy support on the PS3, at least to my memory,
So how was your little walk?
but it's a really fun game.
Elise!
I don't even mind the Werehog sections.
It's time to end this. Who? Mephiles! Why are you getting in my way? I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Also, you know, this is something, platforming in the Werehog stages were fun. I agree. The only thing that I don't like about the Werehog sections is the fact that they only have
Don't
one
get in
battle
my
track.
way.
Which sucks, because, like, a lot of my favorite themes in Unleashed are actually, like, the Werehog sections, like the nighttime levels. Because I love the smooth jazz. I absolutely love it to bits. Combat was just kind of okay. I agree, like, at the start, but, like, once you start upgrading your combo list, then you can do crazy, when you can do crazy stuff like the egg scrambler or, like, the super giant fists. I actually really like it. By the way, speaking of janky boss fights...
It's no use.
Oh, shit. Get me out of this corner. Hiya! And thus, after I sweep-kicked Silver's ankles 5 times, he has gone down. And I'm just shy of an S rank.
Not even a challenge.
It's fine. By the time that third upgrade for Shadow becomes available, I should have well over 20,000 rings, which is enough to get the third upgrade. It's definitely way more fun than this game's combat. This game's combat is... That's it. But also, this is the greatest cutscene in the series.
Chaos control.
I always love that part. You might be my favorite character, Silver, but this game is not a good introduction for you.
You! Don't bother. With the Chaos Emerald's power, I control time and space. You can't break free. I won't.
Fun fact, the comic... Imagine slowing down time just to kick someone in the head. Dude, I'd be doing that all the time.
Not when I'm so close.
If I had a superpower, I would want my power to be... I would just want to be able to cause people very minor inconveniences. Like you drop your pencil when you're at the top of a ladder.
You induced chaos control. I won't let anyone get in my way. I'll change the past and save the world.
Also, I appreciate comic book Silver for being like one of the most overpowered
Nicholas
characters
isn't
in the
trying to help
series.
you create a better future. He's trying to eliminate the past. What? What are you talking about? To discover what happened. It seems we must see what took place 10 years ago. Follow me if you want the truth.
Shadow, how do you know that the portal leads to the past? Like, this is the first time you've done this. No knowledge of Sonic outside the games, to be honest? Alright, so... Oh, by the way, expensive CG cutscene. I don't know why this random cutscene in the middle of the campaign gets, like, a 10,000 times budget increase, but it does. But yeah, like, Silver in the comics has even greater control of chaos energy than Shadow does, because he was mentored by the person who created it. So not only can he do stuff like chaos control, but he has his own ability, Chronos control, which basically makes it so he can't get erased by paradoxes because he exists outside of time and space. It's kinda great. He can also fight people on the level of Supersonic in his standard state by just Uno reversing their attacks back at them. Which is something I really wish this Silver could do.
Flame. It's Iblis. And the Black Shadow is the original Mephiles. That's Mephiles?
So yes, the story of this game is that the scientists of Soliana were experimenting on Solaris, their god, and in turn split him into two separate beings, the Flames of Disaster known as Iblis, and the Dark Shadow known as Mephiles. Why they were doing this at all, don't ask me, I don't know. Seems like a fairly reckless thing to do. What does going super in this game even do for Silver? It enhances his psychokinesis. That's about it. In the comic, it also does that, but to the point where he can basically affect things on a planetary scale. Also in the comic, Silver can match Sonic's speed through his telekinetic flight. And Super Sonic further enhances that. Or Super Silver, I should say. So yeah, comic book Silver, pretty cool. Video game Silver, not so much. This whole level's just button mashing enemies. Yeah, that's what Shadow's entire campaign is, let's be real. He's the combat-focused character, but his combat is just slamming down X. Oh wait, hang on, I can show off the new Chaos power I got. Go to level 2. That's it. If you're asking what anything does in this game, rule of thumb says it breaks. That is a very good point. I should buy Sonic Adventure on my PS3. I believe they dropped the price of the game. Yeah, like the PS3 version's not a bad version to get. It is limited to a 4:3 aspect ratio, though. So you are going to have borders on the sides of the screen. And on the top and bottom. It's pillar boxed and letter boxed. That's the unfortunate thing. That's why whenever I eventually stream it, I'm going to use the PC version running the better SADX mod. Goes on sale for $150 on... Yeah, it's actually very cheap on Steam.
Leave this up to me.
Also, before anyone asks why I flap Silver's arms like a goddamn bird every time I fly with him, it's because it uses less energy than just continuously flying, so you can travel further. Away with you. Man, I love Sonic Adventure 2. I've spent way too much time than I care to admit in that goddamn Chow Garden. That's a nice platform. It would be a shame if someone skipped it. Don't do that game! Shadow, just get the enemy, please! Spends a grand total of 5 minutes in the Chow Garden in both adventure games. That's fair. It's definitely not for everyone. I just like the idea of raising this all-powerful Chow, because Chow Karate is funny when your Chow just one-shots one of them. I don't want the game to do something. I gotta speak in Cantonese, not English. Well, what do you think I was doing when I switched the camera? I'm pretty sure that was a word in some language. A-ranking the stages in Adventure 2 is really fun. Except for Metal Harbor, because if you miss that rocket, you basically need to start over. Like, the whole A rank depends on you getting onto that higher rocket ledge. And I don't like when the entire deciding factor of my A rank in a level is in the last 10 seconds. Other than that, completely agree. Alright, now what? Oh. Oh, no! God damn it, I should have expected that! I forgot Chaos Snap doesn't work in this part. Happiness has no place in gaming, Neil Druckmann says after playing Sonic 06. Dude, honestly, I believe it. We don't use the word fun here, because there is no fun in this game. Oh my god. You know what? You say that, though. Last of Us is another series I can do. I feel like I got time. It's not like that Last of Us multiplayer game is coming out anytime soon. We still know nothing about it. Like, at this point, I'm convinced that Naughty Dog is paid by Sony to just kind of sit in the office. Alright, Bike. I'm gonna give you another shot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Go! Oh, God. We're moving at 5 frames. Oh, good lord. Haha, 6,900! Radical! I don't know what I did to get that. I ain't gonna complain. Oh, bitch.
There's no strength in numbers.
I don't know about that one, Shadow. You know, after doing that, I realized I might be the first person in history to ever kill one of those things with Shadow's leg sweep kick. No, you're not. I definitely see it. I mean, now that you point it out, I'm not gonna be able to unsee that.
Guess that was all right.
If we're talking about weird thought processes, though, have any of you guys ever thought about the fact that a pregnant woman going swimming is basically just a human submarine? Someone probably broke a world record in this game without even trying. Oh, probably. Oh, probably.
Chaos control!
I wonder if there are, like, speed runs for this game.
Stop. Who are you?
I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow. Your face. Your form. I will remember.
Is that sword a PNG? It ain't a sword. That is a... That's a scepter.
You will die.
But it might actually be a PNG. Also, by the way, this is the reason why Mephiles knows Shadow at the start of his story. Because apparently, Shadow was always fated to travel 10 years into the past and be the one to seal Mephiles. Can I get a time travel is some wibbly warbly bullshit?
Did you do it? Yes. And you?
Yes. The flames are properly sealed. It's
Why
done.
do they quote flames? Like, that's what they are. It is living fire. You don't need to... flames. You don't need to do that. Like how Sonic is barely involved in his plot. Yeah, like, I brought it up when Mephiles first showed up. But, like, Mephiles is the main villain
going to
of
leave
this
it
game's
behind?
story. Sonic
Yes.
doesn't even
I
hear
already
about
know
him.
what becomes of it in the future.
Dude never sees that dude once.
It's time to return.
Game's called Sonic the Hedgehog, featuring
Yes, of
everyone
course.
except Sonic.
Chaos control!
Like, this game is really just about Silver with Shadow in a supporting role. Shadow stole a Chaos Emerald and made a vial of photosynthesis. Yeah, right. By the way, that cutscene is slightly different if you play Silver's story. If you play Silver's story, Silver leaves the blue Chaos Emerald with Elise, which explains why she has it at the start of Sonic's story. Unless you play Shadow's story, where Silver jumps into the portal with the blue Chaos Emerald very clearly still in his hand. Oops.
Omega is still in pursuit of Mephiles. So, where's the kid? What did you find 10 years ago?
I need you to access GUN's database. Specifically, find out what
Continuity
materials
errors
the Scepter
are
of
fun.
Darkness was made
That's the
from.
media student in me
Sure.
talking.
But you haven't answered my question yet.
I found the means to seal Mephiles.
Also, we're nearly at the end of Shadow's story. I just now realized that. They adjusted the script mid-development. The hubs are so bland looking. These are the worst hub worlds in any Sonic game. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Actually, I don't know if I can actually make that statement. Because I haven't played Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Respond. The location of the Scepter of Darkness is...
What? Oh, I thought the game crashed. Dude, I straight up thought the game crashed. Why did it load me into the open world if it was just gonna load me into a mission after 3 steps? I'm sorry, can I get that one more time? Oh no, help. We needed a whole loading screen just for that. Those text boxes take up a lot of memory. No, I explained it in the Sonic story, but I'll re-explain it here. The reason the loading times take so long is because every time they're loading like an interaction like that, they deload the entire hub world and then reload it for when you're going to start. This mission is padding. Yeah, this is straight up filler. Is there a mod to fix the game? Take a pair of scissors and run it across your disc. Yeah, right. There isn't a mod, but there is a whole fan version. I'll shill it as much as I need to. Sonic Project 06 by Chaos X. Fantastic. Thank you. I'm Adrena. I'm an archaeologist researching Soliana's ruins. When I was reaching the ruins, they suddenly attacked me. I'm so glad you came. I was researching the Scepter of Darkness, a royal treasure recorded in ancient Solianan texts. It's 10 years old. I have a feeling that it's somewhere around this castle town. That's all I've been able to find. This is what it is. This is what it says in the ancient texts. When black flame lights the candle of darkness, the priest's prayers are answered, the dark seal will be no more, and so shall emerge the power. Candles are everywhere, you know, but I have no idea where to find the candle of darkness, and the priest's prayers, what is that? Plus, what's the black flame? That's not normal. Maybe a special light? Why is the archaeologist so stacked?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Perfect.
Is Sega appealing to the non-furry part of their community? Which is probably like 6 people. If we're lucky. Get the Scepter of Darkness. It's almost impossible to not S-rank that mission. That actually, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone not S-rank it. You know, it's like getting the S rank in like classic Green Hill Zone and Sonic Generations. Like, it's so easy to get. Am I in the non-furry community? I would like to assume that I'm just not in the community. I feel like that's the better option here. And there we go. That's all of Shadow's upgrades. Unleashed actually had some fun town missions. That's true. Some of them weren't that bad. Plus the hub worlds in Unleashed were actually good. They were small, they were condensed. Yeah, they were small. Rouge really likes committing suicide in that water, and I can't blame her. I smell denial. I think you need to get your nose checked. Oh, hey, hello, army man. Yeah, look, if I don't have to associate with the Sonic community, I'm alright with that. Now, here is something. You need to Chaos Spear these lanterns, and for some reason, the fire that comes out is black and purple. And it makes the Scepter of Darkness appear. What a mundane thing to do for one of the most powerful...
E123 Omega has engaged Mephiles. Head to the Wave Ocean, head to Wave Ocean. Agent Shadow, E123 Omega has engaged Mephiles. Head to Wave Ocean immediately.
That's right, boyos. They left an outtake in the actual game. Ah, man. This game's amazing. The Mario vs. Sonic Olympic Games were fun because you could pit Sonic and Metal Sonic against each other in swimming. No, you want to know what I think is adorable in the Mario and Sonic vs. the Olympic Games? in any swimming event, Sonic has, like, little floaties around his arms because he canonically cannot swim. So they give him floaties. I always thought that's a cute detail. Wave Ocean. This is, I think, Shadow's second to last stage? It's definitely near the end. Because I think after this we go to, like, the desert level. And that's the final boss. It is? Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. You know what? That probably just means that I'll be able to finish Silver's story in one sitting. And I'll probably just do that tomorrow. And then do the last story on Wednesday, so I'm done in time for Starfield. Or Cyberpunk, whichever one I end up doing. Because again, if I'm gonna be moving soon, money might be tight. Well, actually, I'm not moving soon. Silver Story is the longest. Yeah, but like longest in this game is still like 2.5 hours. Actually, no, you know what? Silver Story isn't the longest, it's the same length. It just feels longer because Silver travels at 1/3 the speed of everyone else. That's the real issue. Or maybe it is the longest. It would make sense considering Silver's basically the main character of this game. And my light turned off. Please don't do that. Speaking of things that don't make sense in this game, Omega's faster than Sonic. Omega has a higher ground speed than Sonic does. No. The robot in Sonic Adventure is Gamma. This is Omega, who was introduced in Sonic Heroes. Also, here's a fun one, and you'll all find this entertaining. So he can hover, and you slowly descend if you hold the button. However, if you decide to mash the button instead of holding it, just let me clear these guys out first so I don't get shot out of the air. If you repeatedly mash the button, you never lose altitude, so you can just fly across the entire stage. Dusty Desert is my favorite Shadow stage. It is a good one. It's probably the one that makes the best use out of his specific abilities. Nope.
Welcome, Omega. It won't take much for me to... Okay.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that, Shadow. I saw you T-posing. You were just waiting. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think Sonic actually encounters any of these purple Iblis monsters either. I think Silver and Shadow are the only ones who fight those ones. Is there a gate connected to nothing back there? Probably. Alright, it's time to show off Shadow's ultimate power. His third and final upgrade, the Chaos Blast. That's it. That's all it does. That's it. That's all Chaos Blast does. Luckily, this third upgrade does also enhance the power of the Chaos Sphere. With how much you're not playing as Sonic, this game might as well be called Sonic Kart. Yeah, right. No, that's Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. You never pick the main character in the racing game. So yeah, the Chaos Blast power is actually completely useless in this game. It literally has like a 2-foot radius. Which again, chalk up another thing that Chaos X fixed in the Project 06 version. Where it's basically a screen nuke. I think everyone secretly hates Mario because in every Mario game, people are quick to play as literally anyone else. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just because Mario's so goddamn basic. Like, Mario is the video game character equivalent of white bread. He doesn't do anything special, but he is reliable when you need him. I think I'm set for an S rank in this stage, as long as I don't die. I also could be wrong, but I think each of these Chaos Snap levels you go up does increase Shadow's attack. But I could be wrong on that. I've never actually tested, and my light keeps turning off. Please don't do that. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Why did I say anything? God damn it. I knew it was gonna happen as soon as I said I'm set as long as I don't die. Rookie mistake. Oh well. It's not like I have a reason to get the S ranks anyway. No trophies, and I already have all of Shadow's upgrades. I got nothing left to earn. Why can't the Ultimate Lifeform swim? Because the Ultimate Lifeform was based off Sonic. Oh god, I thought I was going down again. Shat on losers. And the ring is right there. God damn it. Ugh. Of all the times to botch it.
Need to stay focused.
Damn, that's my lowest rank yet. Ah, well. Alright. One more stage, and that'll be Shadow's story. And then I'll start Silver's story tomorrow. Damn. That's a bit graphic for a Sonic game. Just have him gat the guy.
This only proves you were created to stop Shadow, the ultimate life form. Don't tell me you didn't know. You may have been programmed by humanity, but what you did to Shadow in the future, that was your...
Oh, Jesus. Omega, stop. He's already dead. I also have one more kill all of the enemy town missions to do. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the end of Shadow's story really is just a whole lot of filler.
What just happened?
Shadow. The one that defeats and seals you in the future is me.
Oh, top 10 anime betrayals, am I right, boys?
It's so unfair. Shadow's always here to defend the world. Despite that,
Eventually, when something or someone is seen as too powerful, it is seen as a threat.
This game is trying so hard to be serious.
And then the world becomes its enemy.
It's trying so hard to have this melodrama. And it goes
Shadow?
nowhere.
even if you believe everyone in the world will be against you, know that I'll always remain by your side. Remember that.
Unless a jewel comes up.
I will.
So, I like how they treat this as a really big moment with, like, the swelling, dramatic music. And Shadow's just like, and leaves. It's like, there's no emotion here. I'm watching a robot talk to Boobs the Bat and Edgy the Hedgy. Destroy the enemies invading from the desert. Why are they invading from the desert? Who sent them? Well, actually, I know who sent them, but why? Yeah, that homing attack's really nice, Shadow, but can you hit the enemy for me? Thank you. Mr. President! Oh, stand back, sir. I got this, sir. I love it when this homing attack does nothing. It's so good. It's my favorite. I really gotta ask why these are here. Like, I get it. Shadow's the combat character. But why does he just have random missions where you need to go and kill things? Alright. Time to test this out. Let's go to level 2. Honestly, if we're speaking realistically, I would recommend since Shadow's power bar drains faster, Sonic and Silver have them too. Yeah, but they're usually like optional. Like they're the optional side missions. Shadow has it as part of his main story. Okay, so going up in power does increase the melee attack power. Maybe. But yeah, also, since Shadow's power bar drains the faster or like higher level chaos upgrade you go, like if you go to level 3, you start bleeding energy really fast. But if you're level 1, it's super slow, and level 2's in the middle. So just like Super Saiyans and Dragon Ball, I would recommend you just stop at level 2. Since the upgrade you get at level 3, the Chaos Blast, is basically fucking worthless, it's honestly better to just go with level 2, because then you get Chaos Snap and a slight increase to your power, but you don't lose energy too fast. Granted, your Chaos Spear isn't going to be as strong, but you're using that more to stun people than actual damage. That is, again, unless, of course, you're playing the Chaos X Project 06 version, in which case, go straight to level 3 as soon as you can. Because Chaos Blast is actually really good in that one. Although in that version, they added a state beyond the level 3 Chaos ability, where it's supposed to be like if Shadow takes off his inhibitor rings. So you're basically completely invincible, and all your powers get souped up to hell and back, but your energy drains super fast, and if you run out, you're stunned for a few seconds.
Mephiles appears to have headed for those ruins. He's probably looking for the Chaos Emerald that's supposed to be there.
Alright, boys. We ready to finish off Shadow's story?
His movement shows he's seeking any Chaos Emerald he can find. Supposedly, he needs one in order to join with Iblis again.
I will seal him before that.
Omega, count how many grains of sand are in this desert. It's important. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the Project 06 fan remake, it adds in, like, a super state for all 3 characters if you get S ranks on all their levels and get their other upgrades. For Sonic, you get to use Super Sonic. Shadow gets to take his inhibitor rings off and go crazy. Silver gets ESP Unleashed, where he can basically pick up anything and everyone. He has infinite energy for a while, and he can fly at super speeds. Like, he goes way fucking faster than normal. Also good to know that the sand in this desert is quicksand. What the hell? Ooh, boy. Let's take this nice and slow. Also, try not to get lost in this level unless you want a hell of a time finding your way back. I do like the music in this level, though. It's very serene. Oh, it's over there. Oh, boy. Come on. Come on, hovercraft, go! Almost there, buddy. Just don't explode on me randomly. Also, contrary to what you would think, you can't just skip to that area if you know where it is. The door doesn't open unless you go through every checkpoint. Why is it like that? Just is. I guess passing through the checkpoints is basically just the 17-part lock for the door.
It's just a bit further.
Learned that the hard way? Yeah, so did I. So I was like, well, I know where it is, I'll just go there. And I was like, oh. Oh, the door doesn't open. Great.
I have to be careful not to get caught up in the sand.
I used to have trouble with this part. Now I look back on it, it's like, man, this is easy stuff. Alright, I'm not sure what that camera transition was. I think we call that the Seizure Express. That's some nice platforming you got there. It would be a shame if someone ignored it. Look, game, if you're gonna give me a method to cheat, I'm going to take it. And all because they forgot to code it so Omega can't just float infinitely if you mash the button. Ugh. Just beautiful. Beautiful level design.
Omega's done it. Let's move on.
I like how there's actual platforming unlike some of Shadow stages. Yeah, a lot of the Shadow stages are more combat focused than platforming focused. This level does actually give you some solid platforming. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna make that. The sad part is a lot of this level's platforming is in Omega's section, which means you can just skip all of it. You know, why platform in the platform game when I can just jump over everything? Honestly, I think the character that gets the most platforming in this game is probably Silver. That's probably only because his abilities lend the most to platforming in this game. Slide to the left, Shadow. more of a programming issue than a level design issue. That's fair. That is true. Let me just get that one up real quick. Woo. Oh, that's the end of the level. That was the shortest one yet.
Perfect.
Huh. Well, guess it's time to fight his final boss. Alright, Mephiles, I'm about to beat your ass. Man, I can't wait to play a good game after this. I mean, I hope Starfield is good. Oh, there he is in all of his cracked vinyl.
As you must know, you're already too late.
Oh, damn, he's got the Piss Emerald.
But there's still time for you to change your mind. Join me, Shadow.
I heard it was pretty good.
Let
That's
us
what I
teach
hear
this
too.
world a lesson.
I hear it has a slow start, but if you can get through that,
Don't try.
it's really good.
What?
You have no desire for revenge. You only crave destruction. Your only lust is to fuel Iblis until there is nothing left of time itself.
It's a pity, Shadow the Hedgehog. Truly a shame that you wish to go against me.
But we'll see. We will see. Worst case scenario, if Starfield's bad, it'll at least be fun to riff on. And then, you know, assuming I finish it in September, I get to do Cyberpunk 2077 thanks to the Phantom Liberty update.
This, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Which I'm actually incredibly excited for, because I love Cyberpunk. And then October has Spider-Man 2. And everything else that comes out within, like, 4 days of that game. October also has Forza Motorsport. Oh yeah, that too. I'm not as into the racing games. 2 days before. Oh, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I know for me, like just off the top of my head, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder, Sonic Superstars, and the Metal Gear Solid collection all come out within like 4 days of each other. This boss is boring. I think all the bosses in this game are boring. You literally just fight those things to build up chaos energy so you can activate one of Shadow's chaos powers. One more should do it. The level designer for these boss fights took inspiration from their own boss. You know what? That's probably true. That's probably not even an exaggeration. Ow. I've also been thinking of other series that I could do series for. Like, obviously, once October's done, and Alex, one of my viewers, is able to start joining in on these streams again, we're gonna continue San Andreas. So Grand Theft Auto is gonna be on the table, as well as Red Dead. But I'm also kind of feeling maybe I'll do some old PS2 games, like Sly Cooper or Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, how about no? Where are you, Mephiles? Come on, let me one-cycle him. Like Ace Attorney? Yeah, you're right. Nah, fuck. That's the final boss, by the way. I one-cycled that bitch. That's why you don't go to level 3. If you go to level 3, your energy will not last long enough for you to kill him.
Forever. I am invincible.
So that Shadow story, what a mediocre end. And as I sit on top of the green screened Adobe effect floor, I ponder to myself, why did I even do this?
Not even a challenge.
Oh, man. Ace Combat Zero Merc run, in a nutshell, kill literally everyone, and to this day, everyone you didn't kill is still scared of you, despite the fact you've been gone for 20 years. I missed the S rank by 40 points. Man, that sums up this game in a nutshell. So much ambition, and yet it falls so short. Well, I guess he was the Wicked Witch of the West. All I needed to do was splash some water on him and he was down. By the way, I know I said Ace Attorney as a joke, but I'm not opposed to doing that series. You know, same thing with any of the Telltale games. If there's enough people asking for it, or if I just feel like doing it at some point, I'm alright with doing it. Also, I feel like Rouge got thicker in this cutscene.
Absorb your power through your shadow in the past. What may have worked
Ace Attorney is the lawyer game, right? That it is. That it is. Oh, damn, he had 2 emeralds.
You must realize now that you cannot hope to stop me with your limited power.
Oh no. He copy and pasted himself in Photoshop.
The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
Aw, dang, he took off the inhibitor rings. He's going Super Saiyan. That probably would have been useful to do earlier, Shadow. So Shadow takes off his rings and he can just run through them all. It's a bit anticlimactic. But that's Shadow's story. That went surprisingly fast. I didn't think, I thought that would have taken longer. Hell yeah. At least there's only one more story to get through. Also, I think Shadow has the second best character theme in this game next to Silver. Which, I mean, to be fair, this isn't even a theme specific to the game. This is from Shadow the Hedgehog. But in this game, it's performed by Crush 40, so, you know. That adds like 5 points to it, I think. But, I can't have that play, because I will get copyright struck to death. Ah, that's the fun part. Fun part of YouTube. Alright. Only one full story left to go. And then the last story. But that's for tomorrow. So that being said, thanks for everyone who came out. Kingdom Valley Water is the backtrack in the game. Best track in the game. Best level theme, I would agree. Best theme, I think, is Dreams of Absolution for Silver. I like the techno vibe. But that being said, we'll deal with Silver tomorrow. So that being said, thank you everybody who came out. It was very fun. Green Eye Gaming, I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow as well. And who knows? Maybe I'll play a game that isn't Sonic related that you'll end up enjoying. Who knows? There's a lot on the docket right now. But all that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic night. Take care, enjoy your Labor Day weekend, and I will see all of you next time. So take care.